Hey folks, here we are in the backyard with a cup of coffee. No coffee time tree in sight. Well, we can call that the maybe not. Oh yeah, we're using the wireless system. The batteries are running a little low too. But anyway, what I have got, I found that the Comica microphones are a TRS plug, and a lot of the microphones you get other than them are TRRS, which will fit your phone, and what you need is an adapter. Well, I got an adapter. Now, it's my Scottish blood speaking out loud. To replace one of the Comica microphones cost about $29. So I've got an adapter. So I tried it to see if my $6 microphone, the one I'm wearing right now, is working. So this, I have an idea this sounds fairly good. And if so, I will grab a couple more $6 microphones just to keep in the bag, because you know what these microphones are like. I had a bad experience out in the bush when we were doing stuff. It broke. And if you haven't got anything to replace it, it can be a bit of a problem, especially when you're miles away from home. But if you've got a couple of El Cheapo microphones that do the job, hey, you're laughing. So I think this is the way to go. Anyway, got it in the back pocket, and I've got my dongle working, which is that little adapter. It's only about that long. And it turns a $6 microphone into a $50 microphone as far as I'm concerned. And you can pay up to $300 for some of these. I saw a Sennheiser one. Mind you, they're really good. But it was $89. You go, what? I'm not paying that. You know, if I was doing it professionally, you'd think about it, you know, but goodness. Yeah, there's plenty of smoke around. We'll put some other shots. So I'll go and take some shots of the hills, and we can have a look and see how the smoke is just coming in. Obviously, it's coming in from Canberra, I would say. Not bad coffee too. My boy, Michael, got me a French press. Talk about Scottish blood, I'll tell you about this. A French press is you put actually real coffee, ground coffee, into that, and you fill it with hot water, and you use a plunger thing, right? So I've got that, and spending less on coffee now, because the instant cost, I don't know, something like $20 a bottle, a jar sort of thing, and the ground coffee is about $6 for a large packet. And yeah, so not that we drink like tons and tons, but I might have 3, 4 at the most a day, even though I'm retired. And this tastes so much better than instant coffee. I'm here to tell you, as a coffee aficionado, or instant coffee and coffee from where you pay $4 or $5 up on the road there at the cafes and whatever, this is terrific and is really worth the $6 for a big bag of medium roast, and it's just gorgeous. So we're doing it this way and saving money. Never mind. Here we go, through the bushes to the front gate. Yeah. Oh, we got a letter. We get letters. Oh yes, okay, I'll have a look at that. We got one this morning too from the NBN people that said they were going to do some work. Bit late. Now I'll stand in the shade so I can see what I'm doing. Here we go. So you can see the smoke that's coming in. As soon as I walked out this morning, I could smell it. I thought, oh. So there's more of it on the way, and we've got our masks anyway, but yeah, that's what it looks like at the moment. Here it is Wednesday. Just having to check out the chooks here. We'll have to get them some more water. They've got water as such right now, but we'll freshen up their water. It's 35 degrees out here in the sun. I'm standing in a bit of shade. I thought I was standing in the shade. I'm wrong. There's no shade. We're in the sun. It's 35 in the shade, so it's got to be closer to 40 out here. It's a beaut day. Little high misty sort of wispy clouds. That's probably smoke. Went out this morning and there's a little bit more smoke than there was yesterday. So not a lot we could do. So we've got our masks. We haven't had occasion to wear them. They turned up and I said, Marilyn, we've got our masks, which is terrific. Yay. And the smoke blew away and the fires died down. So there's a bit of smoke, I think, from Canberra and points north. But only just a little bit. And it hasn't increased all that much today. It's just sort of there, you can see it. And that's all. So we're happy about that. Looking through the trees, it's very, very, very minor. So we're hoping that that's going to be the end of the penny section as far as the fires are concerned. Yesterday I came out and it smelled like a campfire out here. And the smoke has increased. And we've got that orange sunshine, or the sunlight, you can see it. Just, if I can get it, it's sort of got that orange tinge to it through the smoke. And yeah, you can smell it. That's what it looks like this morning. You can see that. The garbage guy's just been through. It's time to go and pick up the garbage. At least it didn't fall over. We had a lot of wind last night, and it was blowing from that area, from northeast. It was blowing through, and a lot of rain came through, missed us, but it was heading on the way to Yarrawonga, so some people along the Yarrawonga road would have copped a battering, because we had one really big clap of thunder and flash of lightning, and that was it. I'm going, oh, gee. If we had had our cats and that, they would have been under the bed or under the couch or something. But it was really, it felt like someone tried to pile drive the roof. It was really loud and heavy. But that was it. No rain. But the rain came through, but about a mile to our right and towards Springhurst Way and heading out towards Yarrawonga, which is to the west. We're facing east now, so it would have been going that way. And sorry about the hand in front of the... But yeah, so it would have been going down that way towards the back of the house and Yarrawonga. So there we are. That's the state of play on a Friday morning. Hope you put your bins out. Well, I hope you did put your bins out. I mean, it's Friday for us, and that's bin day. And for a lot of people it is. And it's nothing worse than being caught early in the morning and you hear that garbage truck coming down the road and you haven't put your bin out and you go, oh my God. When I was doing that job, I saw so many people running around in their dressing gowns and scantily clad in the middle of winter too. Some people actually sleep in the nude in the middle of winter. That's strange to me, but never mind. I'm just a simple bloke from the country. What do I know? You know? Anyway, so I hope you put your bins out and all that's taken care of. Today, Friday, you saw some smoke, and the smoke is a little worse, but I think it's just blowing down from... There's no word that there's fires close by, well, new ones anyway. And we've got our masks, and I brought them out, a bit of show and tell today. Now, we've got the first ones we got for the smoke are these ones. And they clip around your ears, and they have pads as well in them. And they look like that. So you can look really menacing. I'll just put that back because we're not bringing them out yet. The smoke actually, I think I mentioned earlier in this video, the smoke, we got the masks and got them in the nick of time because they were, you can't get them apparently now, but we got them. They're the first line of defence ones. And the smoke got really bad, and I thought, you know, we'll get these. These are, as you can see, it's a painter's respirator, but it's more than that, and I didn't actually realise. It goes on, it's got these straps that go on the back of your head and around your neck, and it holds it flush with your entire face, like that, like that. And what we've got in them, first up, the first line of defence are these pads and these plastic things that go on the side, but they don't go on the side of this. And the thing of it is, what we also have, and it's what I didn't realise, that in here, especially packaged away, are activated charcoal filters. Now they go on the side here, and these pads go on top. So you've got double line of defence of activated charcoal, and they say they do all the viruses and all that. So when the coronavirus reared its ugly head, Mrs. Mac said, oh, look, yeah, right. So anyway, we've got that, and we're keeping them sort of in abeyance. Not that we'll have any worries, I wouldn't think, with the coronavirus here. But I went slightly crazy, and I got a shed load of extra pads for these and also for those. These came with an extra 10 pads in them, 10 filters, and I got an extra, I think 20 filters in there, so we've got plenty. So if it's all going to hit the fan, we've got some spare little ones. The supermarket are giving these away, giving them away. You can walk in and say, I'll give us a mask, and they'll just hand them to you. So that's terrific of them. Fantastic. We've got other little bits. Oh, that's the other mask. Got Mrs. Mac one too. Sorry, hit the microphone. Got Mrs. Mac. We got both. Okay, so we've got two of the big ones and two of the small ones. So we've got that. So if the smoke really gets bad, we're covered. And if the coronavirus decides to come to Chiltern, we got you. We got you. We also have goggles. And what Mrs. Mac did, she saw them, they were on special, and they were swimming goggles. And they're exactly what you need, because when the fires went through last time, everyone was suffering from sore eyes because of the particulate matter in the air. So we got a set of goggles, and the swimming goggles do exactly the right job. So we've got those as well. So we're really looking good. I've got to tell you too, another thing, totally divorced from all that smoke and breathing and not breathing and whatever. I got a vibrator for Christmas. Yeah, one of those ones you stand on. And I got to thank my brother-in-law Lawrence. What he did, he bought one. It was one of those offers where you buy one, you get one free. Thank you very much. And so he said, you're having it for Christmas. And I've gone, oh my God. Stop it. Okay, I know. A friend of mine is sending me a message. I have no friends, but this guy, he's incredible. Anyway, so he gave it to me for Christmas, and I've been using it. I don't expect magic results in weight loss or anything. I'm doing my best. I walk and I vibrate. I stand on it, and your whole body up to about here vibrates. It actually, when I get out of bed, sometimes I have a very sore pelvis, and it does shake things up. I don't know whether it actually does any good. Can't hurt. So when I've got that, thank you, Lawrence, for that. We are using it, and it seems to be doing something. But you mustn't use it at night time. I tried using it at night time before you go to bed, and you end up with restless legs and not being able to sleep. So it must be organising something. It's doing something, don't know what. But there you go. So that's one thing. Well, I've been looking at what we've recorded so far this week, and it's getting a bit long in the tooth. Although I have been told by people that what we do takes the place of TV in a lot of instances, where what we're doing is totally different from TV, what I do here and what Trevor does there on his channel. And then when we get together and we do like EASTSIDE, WESTSIDE, Time to Kill and that kind of thing, that's totally different from what you see on TV. I mean, the acting's a little wooden, and the editing could be better, and all this kind of, but it's real. It's people having a go, sort of thing. And that brings me to the 15th of this month, the 15th of Feb. Trevor will be here, and he is like the co-producer of EASTSIDE, WESTSIDE, Time to Kill. And we're going to get together, have a bit of a meeting, kick around a few ideas and a few scripts of things, and see what we can come up with for this year. And it depends too on time management because of Trevor's work and Graham's work. And the only thing that I've worked out at the moment is how to spell apocalypse. Because a lot of the stuff, the ideas that we had were post-apocalyptic, and I think everyone's doing that. So I wanted to steer away from that. Like we did one, The End of Time, and The Walk. We did that, and that was fine. They were good, but you got to move on and keep it fresh. So we're going to try and keep things fresh. And what I want. And I suppose just getting into the weeds a little bit, but what I want are people along for the ride who actually believe in what we're trying to do. And I don't mean that I don't want other people's ideas, I certainly do. But you can't come along and change names and bits and pieces in the script once you're actually on the scene doing the business, because you could change the name of, say, for argument's sake, Melbourne, and in the following scene call it Adelaide or Brisbane or something. It's totally confusing. So you've got to sort of keep to the script. But that doesn't mean that, hey, I've got this great idea and let's get it down, let's work with it and maybe put it in the show or maybe keep it for another show. All ideas would be absolutely welcome. But I suppose I'm getting in the weeds a bit, and that'll be what I'll be chatting with Trevor about, and hopefully Lefty and other people when we get to talk to them. But yeah, this video is getting a bit long, so we'll just leave it at that for now. As I said, I hope you put your bins out, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and we'll catch up with you real soon.